I don't even remember what week we are on in the sprint. I just know that it's Monday and the weekend went way too fast. Hello and welcome to my new vlog. If you're new around here, my name is Olivia, and on this channel I document my journey in seeking a cozy life. If you've been around here for a bit, welcome back. I'm so happy to have you here again. I cannot believe that it's a new week, and I feel like I say that every vlog, and maybe I do, but I edit it out. But it's like every time Monday rolls around, I'm like, it's Monday again. What the heck? So I filmed last week and I started editing the vlog, and I couldn't. And I'm not sure if I'm gonna post it. Maybe I will at some point as like the lost episode of the sprint. I don't know, as like a bonus video. But as of right now, I just kind of want to kind of keep going with, present stuff. So since I didn't get it posted the week that everything happened, I'll just give a really quick recap. I'm not going to go into it as much as I did in that vlog, just because it was a lot, and emotionally, well, I think you'll kind of see why I didn't feel it last week. So the TLDR is that a little over a week ago, my boyfriend and I split up. And last week was mostly spent feeling numb and trying to find my footing. So I am doing better now. I'm still feeling a little bit numb. I'm really trying not to go into survival mode. I'm doing better. The thing is that the way things were in our relationship, and I've mentioned this in previous vlogs, so apologies if you've heard me talk about this before, but basically the way things have been for a long time in our relationship, there's been a big disconnect as I have become more and more aligned with my true self, with my highest self. The divide between us has gotten bigger, and I have been grieving the loss of that connection for honestly a couple of years. I have known that we would not be together forever. And so it's like now that we are officially apart, like I still feel a little bit of the grief. It's mainly just the way that everything happened was just so unexpected. I think that's where the numbness and like the shock kind of is coming from. So it's really thrown me for a loop, because I would have thought I would be feeling the grief more, but I think because I felt it for so long, that's not what I'm mainly feeling. Right now I'm mainly feeling numbness still. I get glimpses of relief that I felt like it dragged out for a long time, and like relief that chapter is closed. It still hurts, but I still also get glimpses of excitement for the new chapter. So it's like I'm kind of in this limbo state, and that's I think also where the numbness comes from. It was so unexpected, like the way everything happened was just so out of the blue. And yeah, so it's like I'm still feeling like I'm in kind of a funk a little bit. I'm trying to get my motivation back. Like the week before it happened, I felt like I talked about restructuring the sprint, and like going after more things and really packing a punch this last couple of months of the year. And all of that happened, and I'm really struggling to get my motivation back. Emotionally, I just feel so drained. But anyway, yeah, so that was last week, and I was really hoping to be kind of coming out of the funk a bit more today. And yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure what's going on there. But last week I did rearrange my bedroom. It was 11:11 actually. I did a bunch of like alignment work that day, and then I was like, okay, I need to kind of like take a break. I'm feeling like I'm on overload. And I was like, okay, what do I need to do with the day? And I was like, I need to rearrange my bedroom. It has been this way since we moved in. Like, that room had not changed in years, and I was like, I want it to feel like me. So last Tuesday, I was like, I'm just doing it. So I completely like pulled everything out of the shelves. I dusted, I vacuumed, and arranged it a way that I have been wanting to try for over a year now, ever since he moved to the room on the other side of the basement because of our scheduling conflicts. I love it. I absolutely, like, I've had it that way for almost a week now. I'm still getting used to it, still kind of, making it cozy in mine, but already it feels so much better. I love it. And then on Friday, I had a client meeting that went very well, and it looks like I'm going to be working with her on coaching and website stuff. It's going to be great for both of us. I'm so excited. So all of that, and then just, alignment work, working through the numbness, taking it one day at a time. I can't remember if I mentioned this in the last vlog that I did post, but I found like a very quick like manifestation exercise that I've been doing multiple times a day. And part of it is, strengthening my belief that I receive money every day and that it's safe for me to receive money. Like, really working with my nervous system to get out of that fear of money. And I've got to say, it's working. It is working. Things that I have had listed for over a year on Facebook Marketplace and or Mercari are going. Like, in fact, that's part of why I went ahead and rearranged my room, because there was a piece of furniture in there that I had been trying to sell for over a year. And I had renewed the listing over and over again on Facebook Marketplace, and it just wasn't going. Even though I had it priced really good. Like, I got a serious inquiry, and then lo and behold, the next day, they're coming to pick it up. And I'm like, so getting that out of there made it to where I was able to do the rearrange and all that. So it was like that happened on Monday, and then Tuesday I just knew that I needed to do that. And now the space feels so much more open. It feels so much more cozy. I have the bed in the corner now, so it's just so much more cozy. Like, and then enjoying that this week. And then another, like, I had a bunch of big storage cubes from my old office setup. Like, when I had my online business, I had all of my packaging, like it was great for that. All of my craft supplies, everything was in there. I haven't used it in over a year. And I had them for going on, like, gosh, I think I got them in 2012, 2013, and they served me so well. Like, I loved those things, but I just felt like it was time to let go. And lo and behold, last week, I got a great offer, and somebody came and got them the next day, and I was like, oh my gosh, like, and it freed up so much room in the spare room upstairs that I was able to completely, like, rearrange that room and make it look so much better. And that really helped with the overwhelm I was feeling up there, because it felt like there was just so much stuff up there. But between, selling little things on Mercari and then these furniture things, I'm just like, oh my gosh, like, things are moving. It's really been helping me to expand my nervous system into new levels of safety regarding manifestation, money, like forward momentum, and really helping with that fear. So anyway, last week was a lot, and I saw some good shifts. I saw some alignment stuff. I just feel like I have everything I need to step forward into this new chapter. I just need for my body and my emotions to come out of this funk thing. And this is where I struggle with going back to old patterns of, oh, just muscle through, just push through, versus now where it's like, I let my intuition, I let my body lead the way. If it tells me, yeah, you need to just kind of push over this hump, then that's different, instead of like the old default of toxic productivity where I'm just like, yeah, you're tired, you feel like you should go lie down. No, do the thing instead. Like, you got to make yourself, because that's been survival mode, how I've lived my entire adult life. So anyway, that's where I am right now, trying to listen to my intuition and find out, okay, is this an instance where I need to push through the numbness and like, you know, come out the other side, like just kind of punch through that wall? Or is this something where I need to let it come about naturally, more softly? So yeah, that's where I'm at. I did decide to grab the Lavender workbook for 2026. I am really excited to dig into this. I felt a pull to get it and go through it as we get closer to the end of the year. So that is my plan. It's gorgeous. It's absolutely beautiful. Like, oh my gosh, I love it. I cannot wait to go through all of this. Like, it's just page after page of all these different exercises, and I just, yeah, I felt a pull to get it and work through it. So that is going to be something that I work on this week. I don't know how quickly you're supposed to, or if it's just completely self-paced, but I guess I'll just let my intuition lead the way. But I'm really excited to dig into that. I just wrapped up my weekly meeting where I get my freelance tasks, and there was only one, so I decided to go ahead and knock it out. That way, just kind of like one less thing on the mental load list, you know? So that is what I've been working on. I'm trying to get a page in Notion to duplicate, and it is taking forever. I do not understand why it's taking so long. It doesn't seem to be wanting to actually do it, even though I told it to. So I'm like, oh my gosh, I just want to get this done. So anyway, trying to work on that. And once that's done, I was going to meditate, journal, maybe start this workbook, and just try to get clarity on the funk, the numbness, the whatever this limbo state I'm kind of feeling is. And hopefully I will get some clarity and be able to take the next step, whether that is something soft or pushing through with force. Like, yeah, I don't know. And I'm just going to trust myself to be able to listen to my intuition, listen to my gut, and take that next step. Like, it did not make any sense to my logical brain to rearrange my room last Tuesday, but I just knew that I needed to do it. I felt it in, like, I was like, this is what I need to do. There was no, like, my logical brain was just kind of like, but shouldn't you? No, I need to do this. And I'm so glad I did. So I really want to get to that point where every day I'm like, this is what I need to do. This is what I need to do. And I think that was really good practice. So anyway, I'm going to stop rambling. I'm going to get to it, and I will check back in, hopefully with some clarity and a good update a little bit later. It is a bit later than I anticipated I would be hopping on here with an update, but that is because I went to get adjusted, and I was talking to my chiropractor, and they had a massage cancellation, and like very last minute, and she was like, hey Annie, do you want this massage? And I was like, huh? She's like, well, just put it toward the work you're doing for me. Like, why don't you take it? And I was like, are you sure? She's like, mm-hmm. And I was like, okay, I'll do it. And it was like, I don't know, 30 minutes later. So I just sat in the office and like was on my phone and just kind of hanging out. And then I had a massage. And oh my God, it was exactly what I needed. When they adjusted me, they were like, oh girl. It was, yeah, just basically everything from the last couple of weeks was very much apparent to them. So I cried. I was just like, thank you so much. Like, I really needed this today. And I found myself leaning into the feeling of being held, of being safe, of being cared for, of being held and supported. And that office really is my safe place. Like when I move, I am going to be very sad to leave them in Georgia. I wish I could take the whole office with me. But oh my God, it was. And one of the things that I wrote down from my meditation and everything earlier was gratitude is my frequency. Like, I am wired to operate at the frequency of gratitude. And that is becoming so apparent to me. The more I've done that manifestation exercise, the more that I have been grateful. Like, even I realized I was getting close to the end of my journal. And unfortunately, I love the deconstructed journals by Studio O. And they are extremely hard to find. So I just hopped on Amazon. I was like, I'm just going to see. I have another journal notebook kind of thing by Fringe that I freaking love. And I was like, it's bigger than what I usually go for. I'll just see what they've got. Having a larger journal wouldn't be a bad idea. So I found one and it was like $12 and I was like, okay, I can afford this right now. I have to be able to journal. I absolutely have to be able to journal. And for some reason, digital journaling just does not cut it for me. For some reason, I can't. It's not the same. So I had to have a paper journal. And as I was clicking through the checkout process, I was like, thank you, money that I have earned. Thank you for this journal. And I was like, okay, I'm going to be doing that every time I pay a bill. Every time I purchase something that I need, I'm going to be grateful to the money for allowing me to get it. Grateful to, wherever I earned the money. So like, somebody purchasing something from Mercari, somebody sending me freelance work, a client, like whatever, I'm going to be grateful to the source of where I got the money and grateful to the money itself for allowing me to get something that I need. So anyway, I realized that, and the work that I've been doing in the last couple of weeks, mainly because it's been, the bulk of the biggest expansion has been in the last couple of weeks. It's like, that is what enabled me to accept, to be in a position to receive and accept that massage today. And it was exactly what my body needed. Really, 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 really needed. It just kind of clicked for me. And I am trying to process it, honestly. I really am. Wow. But anyway, that's all for me today. My chiropractor was like, go home, take a hot shower, and chill. You've done a lot today, this weekend, the last week. Your body is telling you, take it easy. So that is what I'm going to do. I won't go into all the brain explosions I've had listening to the Let Them theory on the way home. It was just like heavy hitter after heavy hitter. Highly recommend. I want to listen to it some more and kind of digest before I share what it's kind of opening up for me. So we'll save that for another day. Plus, I'm too tired. I'm just like, whew, it's time. So I'll see you tomorrow. I woke up with some energy today, and it was really, really cool. It was interesting because I didn't want to sit in bed this morning. I was like, no, I don't want to, I have energy. I don't want to sit in bed and start getting relaxed and sleepy again. So I had breakfast at my desk and decided to journal through it. And then I ended up writing an entire page of things that I'm grateful for. Just whatever came to mind. It was really, really good. And it was coming off of what I realized yesterday, that gratitude is my frequency. So literally, I am grateful for Desi's love and her company. I am grateful for my cozy room and office, so warm and safe. I am grateful for the sunshine this morning coming in through my window. I am grateful that I can work from home and not leave Desi alone. I'm grateful for my AirPods in my ears playing Aurora's song To Be Alright. I have had that on repeat today. And that's only like a third of the page. So it was like really cool. And then like as I got toward the end, I was like, okay, I am grateful to my nervous system for allowing me to grow and expand into a place of overflow. I am grateful for the soft place to fall that is out there for me and Desi. I am grateful for the people and resources in my life which guide me every day toward my dream life. I am grateful that I have not given up. So it was interesting because I was like, I wanted to be grateful for the things that in my outer world haven't become apparent, haven't manifested yet, but that exist in my inner world, like overflow, abundance, softness, these things that are so important to the life that I dream of building, that I am building. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna expand a little bit so that my nervous system feels that stretch from a place of safety. So anyway, it was right around that time that I started feeling kind of like, ooh, I'm a little tired. So I was like, okay, did I, push my nervous system too much, or was it what I ate for breakfast? So I'm going to start paying attention, like as I eat breakfast every morning, because like if I wake up with energy and then after breakfast I'm like, oh, that means that it's something with my breakfast and I need to change. So anyway, I am going to work on a web design and get that submitted today. And then I also want to work on finally doing that 9-grid Instagram course so that I can get that done. Even though I'm feeling a little bit like foggy right now. And like I said, I can't tell if that's my nervous system kind of like, oh, hang on, that was too much. Or what I ate for breakfast, like literally causing like a histamine brain fog. Either way, like I'm still in a good mood. I'm still just kind of odd and I don't know, just I don't want to call it disbelief, but that's kind of what it feels like. Just this like, wow, that was amazing. Like about last night, like with the massage and everything, like, I don't know. I feel so grateful, so much gratitude. And I don't know, it's really hard to put into words, but I'm just trying to keep that frequency, keep that energy and flow in it throughout my day. Keep the softness and the steadiness of calm, but also be in flow with the excitement and the encouragement and the gratitude that I feel. And with that, I'm going to jump in and I will check back in a little bit later. About to wrap up for the day and realized that I had not picked up my camera again. So I basically have just been busy all day. I got most of the way through the 9-grid class and got to the point where I need to actually design the 9-grid and write the captions for it. So I was like, this is a good stopping point for the night. So I was just kind of going through my Notion for the day and making sure that I hadn't forgotten anything else, which I did. I haven't edited yesterday's vlog footage, so oopsie, but it's after 9 and I'm starting to feel tired. So I think I'm going to listen to my body and go ahead and start getting ready for bed. Take my shower, stretch, do my acupressure mat, brush Desi's in my teeth, and settle in with some YouTube. So yeah, just stayed busy, had a good dinner. Therapy was really good. Today was a good day. So I am so grateful. I feel like there was something else I was going to share, but it's gone. So I'm just going to take that as a sign that I need to start winding down. So I'm going to do that. And I will catch you all tomorrow. Can't believe it's going to be Wednesday. Wow. Anyway, bye. Okay, so for once, my bed head actually isn't bad. I'm actually a little bit shocked. Usually it's like pressed up on one side or whatever because I've been lying on my side. But anyway, I sound weird with my earpods in. Anyway, so yeah, I just finished my morning like meditation journaling thing. I'm doing the Super Attractor Challenge in the Gabby app by Gabby Bernstein, I don't know, Bernstein, whatever. Anyway, and so I just wanted to share a little bit because it's really cool. I did her alignment workshop on 11/11 and it was really good. And they had a thing where you can get access to the Gabby app for a 21-day challenge in January and also like leading up to it. So I was like, you know what? I feel like I need to do this. So I did it. And so right now I'm doing a 7-day Super Attractor Challenge. And basically the idea is that you are co-creating your day. And so she like has you like answer some questions. And one of them is, how do you want to feel today? And I was like, I don't remember the last time I actually thought about that. Like, how do I couldn't think of a time. I don't think I ever have. Like, how do I want to feel today? How do I want today to go? I've always just let the day be like at the mercy of life happening and hormone fluctuations and whatever. And I was like, wow, this is actually like a good question. And I thought about yesterday. Yesterday was such a good day. It was a really good day. And I thought about it and I was like, I spent the day in my frequency in gratitude. So I was like, okay, I'm going to write this down. I want to feel aligned, excited, hopeful, and I want to work on my aligned actions with gratitude and know that they are taking me closer to my dream life. One of the other questions was, what do you want to receive today? And I wrote divine inspiration, intuitive knowledge of my next step, and clarity on how to take it. And some sales would be nice. So that's what I wrote. So anyway, there were a couple other questions. They were really good. I highly recommend checking out the Gabby app. The meditation that is on the challenge for day 1 was also really, really good. Thinking about like co-creating my day and like setting an intention for the day is like, it makes sense. That never clicked for me before that I could even do that. Like I said, just kind of at the mercy of lifing and whatever throws at me, like that's how my day will go. And so the idea that I have agency in how my day goes, that I can set an intention for how I want the day to go, and then with aligned action, make it so. It just, yeah, big brain explosion. Big brain explosion this morning. So I just wanted to share. After I did that, I opened up the Artist of Life workbook. And my next thing is making a mood board for 2026. So I'm about to hop on Pinterest and do that and see where it takes me. I don't want to spend too long on it. I'll probably only work on it for like maybe 15-20 minutes because then I need to go wash my hair, wash my face, actually put some like real clothes on because these are just like comfy PJ clothes. I started feeling like I want to kind of put myself together a little bit more during the day. Still stay super comfy, obviously, but just get out of my like PJ lounge clothes and put on a bra that is a little bit more like something I would wear in public versus my at-home comfy bras that I would not wear in public. You know, they may not be as comfortable and I may decide, oh, okay, never mind, I don't want to do this, like whatever. But right now it's like feeling a little bit more put together feels aligned to me. So that's what I'm going to do. No makeup still, because makeup, no, no, I still don't. We don't really. But otherwise, just, you know, wearing some comfy but presentable clothing. Something that, you know, I could easily hop onto a Zoom call and not feel awkward, you know, that kind of thing. Or step out, you know, if I needed to run to the grocery store or whatever. So anyway, I'm going to go work on my mood board and I will check back in later. Hopefully I'll actually remember this afternoon instead of like tonight. Maybe do, you know, a little bit more small check-ins throughout the day. I don't know. We'll see. just depends on how things go. Like yesterday I meant to do that as well, and I was just in flow and busy all day, and then I took a walk with Desi and then came back and was energized, and then just kept doing things and realized, oh crap, I didn't vlog again. So, you know, if that happens, it happens. I'm not gonna argue with being in flow. So anyway, I will chat with you later. I just got put together for the day, washed my hair, washed my face, and decided I wanted to be comfy and cute, like I was talking about. So I pulled out one of my old favorite American Eagle flannels, and it fits me. So this is kind of the cozy cute vibe today. I am so excited. It makes me so happy. It's just like so soft and comfy, but it's not like too heavy to wear around the house. Kind of good because like today's gonna be around 77 Fahrenheit. So, but yeah, I haven't been able to wear it in like 2 to 3 years, if not maybe even more. But I held on to it because it was just my favorite, you know? And I am so excited that it fits me again. Oh my gosh. Anyway, so there's that. And then I finished, gotta move Desi to show you. Say hi. I finished my 2026 mood board and put it as my desktop background on my computer. So I just have some really fun, I don't know if I can show you this very well, just some really cozy, nice vibes to kind of speak to finding a place of my own and all of that. I have a photo of the California coast as well to keep out west front of mind, and then just a lot of like cozy desk setup, work from home, laptop lifestyle kind of vibes. So I'm really excited. I also have one of like a bunch of women sitting around like with little, like with crystals and candles and essential oils and like little journals and stuff to speak to finding my people, my community. I was like, I just want something quick that I can pop photos in. So I didn't start from scratch. I just found a template on Canva and went from there. And honestly, I'm glad I did because the layout is just really nice. And then I just put my own fonts in and stuff. The words that I have on there are gratitude, a soft place to fall, financial independence, and my soft era. I think I want to put my actual word for 2026 in the background, like as like a backdrop kind of thing. And it's softness. Although I have a soft place to fall and my soft era. So I guess that's enough. I've done my journaling, my meditation, my mood board for 2026. I washed my hair and my face. I put on some cute clothes, filled my tumbler with water. And now I'm ready to get back to my 9-grid course. It's time to start actually doing like designs and captions. So it's going to be kind of fun. And then I also need to check in on a web design project. So it's going to be a chill but rewarding day today. And I'm so grateful because gratitude is my frequency. And that's what I'm operating at. That is what today is going to be about. Being grateful and excited that I get to work from home and be with Desi and do what lights up my soul. So, catch you later. She's still not too keen on this camera. We just got back from a little 3/4 mile walk. Oh, big yawn. Somebody's tired. She's probably ready to curl up on her blankie. It was really nice to get out and walk for a little bit. Felt good. Once again, getting fresh air. The sun wasn't out like it was yesterday, but it was still nice and there was a cool breeze. So I still enjoyed it. And Desi did better today. I think she's starting to kind of get used to it. So she did pretty well. And I came back to my journal having arrived. So I don't know if you'll be able to read it because it's like a tone on tone, but it says, "You had the power all along, my dear, Glinda the Good Witch." And I think it's hilarious that I just got this and the new Wicked movie just came out. I haven't seen either one. I know it's a crime. But anyway, I just saw this and I was like, this is my colors. I really liked the size of it. It has a ribbon bookmark, which I didn't realize. And I loved the quote. Like, I didn't care where it came from, really. I like how close together the lines are. Hopefully you can see that. And it has even like the gold page edges made me happy. So I can't wait to finish my existing journal. So I will be going from a deconstructed journal to this. And here, let me line them up a little bit. I'm trying to do this one-handed. I should just put my camera down, but whatever. So there's the size comparison. It's not that much bigger. It's like a good inch or so bigger on both sides. This is like not working. So yeah, you can kind of see. But I like, by comparison, like the lines are a lot closer together. So I'll be able to fit more on each page and the pages are bigger. Plus it actually has, I think, a little bit, I think it has like 208 pages and my existing one had 192. But we played for a few minutes with her toys and got some waters. And now I am going to dig back into my 9-grid planning. I decided to set up a widget that I had gotten from Grace and Grow. It's basically like a Notion widget where you can use it to plan out your Instagram feed, and it's really cool because you can like get a visual. So I've gotten that set up. In fact, I can show you a little bit. So I've basically set up, I don't know how much you can see this, but I've set up like a social dashboard. And on the side over here on the right is where I will be planning out my 9-grid using the widget. So I'm really excited. But I've got to figure out what I am doing for each post. I think I'm going to start with captions, and then that will kind of guide what the design will be. So it's going to be kind of all I work on today, which I was hoping to get more done, but this is really important in order for me to start running ads. So it's like, okay, one thing at a time, one thing at a time. I'll probably check back in a little bit later after dinner and let you know how it's going. Almost forgot to do an evening update. I basically worked nonstop until it was time to cook, eat dinner, and clean the kitchen. And then I got back to work after that. And now it is almost 9 p.m. I'm starting to fade really fast, but things are coming along nicely with my 9-grid. I have a really strong foundation for what I'm going to be doing for captions and graphics. And I'm so grateful to that course, and the tools that they give is absolutely awesome. And I will say, having a course walk me through all of this has taken so much of the overwhelm out of the equation. I am just so excited. And I'm trying not to feel really like anxious and antsy to get it done, because I want to do it in such a way that I do it right the first time. And then this 9-grid is evergreen for a while. Even if I have to update it in a few months as my, business evolves and changes and I get more testimonials, whatever, like that's fine. But I want to do the first one right and not be like next week, oh no, I didn't, blah, blah, blah. So it's taking longer than I had hoped, which is definitely a recurring theme with stuff for my business. However, that is partly because of ADHD, and then also just not knowing how much time this stuff takes, like inexperience. So many of these things I've never done before. So I want to do it right, and it'll be worth doing it right. So that's where I'm at. I would love to finish it tomorrow. If not, then Friday. That's my goal. Have my 9-grid done and posted and ready to start running ads on Instagram so that I can do the ad course next week. Like that is, yes, it is. Yeah. That's my plan. So I'm so grateful for the tools. I'm so grateful that I had the energy today. My energy was pretty good today, even though I got a notification that I'm probably ovulating right about now, and I've had a few little twinges. I'm like, oh no. So despite all of that, my energy and the gratitude and just everything has continued today, and I'm so glad. So I'm gonna wrap up and then take a nice hot shower and relax. Figured wrapping up around 9:30 will be good, and then I can wind down and hopefully be in bed lights out by 11:30 tonight. you know, we're walking it back slowly. Better than the 3 a.m. that I did for a few weeks. So I'm not gonna fuss about it. But anyway, I will catch you guys tomorrow. We're just chilling this morning. You chill, baby? You a chillin', baby? You just chillin'. You just chillin'. She doesn't normally stay like this for so long. Hey, you need your ears brushed. No, there we go. There we go. Oh my goodness. What? Are we back to this? What's up? Your nose is about to drip. You should lick it. Thank you. I really don't want your snot all over me. I love you. I love you. I love you. Mwah. I'm gonna get you. Good afternoon. It's just afternoon. Anyway, and I've been up since about 10. I had a really hard time getting to sleep last night, and then I woke up multiple times. I woke up once from a really bad dream I can't remember, but my heart was racing. It was awful. So I took a few sips of water, tried to get my heart rate down, and was finally able to drift back off. I woke up and the air pressure had changed so much while I was asleep that I could barely hear out of this ear. So as soon as I swallowed, like, it popped and everything opened up. But it was so weird. It was just a weird, restless night for me, and I'm not exactly sure why. So I just kind of lazed around in bed a little bit longer this morning and was able to get a little more sleep. But I still got up and did my meditation. I did my Artist of Life pages. I've been averaging about 2 pages per day, which has been good. And then I did day 2 of the, I think it's called the Super Attractor Challenge in the Gabby app. I'm on day 2 of 7, and boy, today was a banger. It was really good. That was awesome. And it was basically walking you through identifying an area in your life where you've really been holding tight and trying to control, and just taking you through the process of opening your hands, letting go of that control, and allowing yourself to be held by the universe. And it was very, very deeply profound for me. I cried quite a bit at the power and the relief, and for so long I have just wanted to be held. And it was interesting because one of the things that I felt, I think I mentioned it in the vlog, if not, on Monday when that massage treat popped up and I was lying there, I was like, I felt so held. Because I had been too scared to ask for that to be part of our deal for the website. But the universe knew that I needed it and gave it to me anyway. And it was such a perfect example of the universe having my back, of being taken care of being held, of being watched out for, being provided exactly what I needed. And the proof, the confirmation of that came, the realization of that came before the message, which was interesting. Usually we'll hear something and we're like, okay, well, I need confirmation to really believe that. This time it's like, I have struggled so much with this in my life of not feeling held, not feeling cared for. Like, nobody really has my back. And that has been part of the reason getting out on my own and the fear of being alone has been so deep for me. But it's something that needed to be healed because I am my own safe place. And like being alone isn't a bad thing. Before I transplant and find my community and find my person and all of that, you know, even if there is a period of time where I'm on my own alone, that's not a bad thing. Solitude is not a bad thing. Solitude is where growth happens if we let it. I do actually have a video talking about that transition in my mind from loneliness to appreciating solitude. So I'll link it in the description if you want to watch that. Anyway, back to the thing. I just felt like it was exactly what I needed today. And it just released so much pressure and anxiety from me. So again, another plug for the Gabby app. So that has been my morning. And then I just went up and washed my hair and face. I try to wait as long as I can because my roommate's dad, when you turn the water on, the place where it comes in the house is like right on the corner of his bedroom. So when he's in bed, he can hear whenever we run water anywhere in the house. And it's so annoying. And it'll wake him up because like in the summer, he has like the air con in the window going. But in the winter, he doesn't really have any white noise. He likes to be able to hear the house and like hear, you know, so he doesn't have white noise. So sometimes it wakes him up. And his schedule is he basically works the night shift at the airport right now. So he's not getting home until like 2 or 3 in the morning and then like getting up at like 11, 12 o'clock of the following day and then going to work at like 2 or 3. So it's like I try to wait as long as I possibly can to run any water, which is so out of alignment for me right now because I'm slowly working my schedule back to being an early schedule, which is an alignment. So that has definitely been a challenge, but I'm trying to focus on what I'm grateful for and walk in my frequency of gratitude. That is the morning update. I am about to dive back into my 9 grid and work on that, have some lunch, and then around 3, I'll be heading over to get adjusted. I'm also trying to decide if I'm going to do my grocery shopping while I'm out. I am like almost out of a couple of things, like chicken for dinner, which I don't really want to. So I don't know. We'll see. I'm not sure when I'm going to pop back in with an update, but I'll figure it out. So I'll see you then. I just finished working for the day. It's almost 10:30 p.m. I wanted to try to get the 9 grid done, but I couldn't because I realized I don't have any good and relevant photos of myself to include. So I have got to figure out how to get a couple. Like of me working on my laptop and then, I don't know, maybe sipping tea or something. Like, I don't know. I do have a digital SLR and a nice tripod. So there's that. And I do have one of those little clicker thingies that I can use. And my DSLR has like a screen that I can pop out and like turn to face me. So like while it's aimed at me, I can see the frame. It's still hard though, taking photos of yourself. But the other thing is, like, my space is cute. It's cozy. I like it. It's good for right now, but it is not completely aligned with my vision for it or the vibe of the studio. So I'm like kind of struggling with how do I, you know? So that's something that I'm just kind of, but anyway, that's for tomorrow, brain. Right now, let's see, I'm trying to do this with my left hand. It's really hard with a ergonomic mouse made for right hands. I have the overall grid designed and most of them are done. And I put in some stock images of like shots that I think would be cute, like for me to emulate. I think it looks really good. I just need to kind of button it up a bit. And once I have my actual photos in there, I think it's going to be a lot easier. That is where I'm leaving it for the night. So I am gonna check out mentally. I'm starting to feel pretty sleepy, so think I will brush Desi's and my teeths, take her out one more time, and then settle in to do my dailies and my acupressure mat. And hopefully get a better night's sleep than I did last night. That would be ideal. But here we are once again at the end of Thursday, and I haven't done any of the editing for this vlog. I've been so absorbed with all of this stuff that I need to get done, which is good. That's good, because I have noticed a big shift in my focus as I've been doing this expansion and really leaning into resolving some things, the stuff that I've shared in the last few vlogs. I can tell a big difference. The blocks are dissolving or have dissolved. A lot of them have. And I can tell I'm getting my determination, my focus back. Like, things are definitely different. Shifts have happened as a result of this work. So that has been awesome. And I just have to be grateful. I'm so grateful for that. So tomorrow, gonna try to figure out the photo thing, because I do not want to use AI to try to make something of myself. Like, no, that's not me. Because I really want it to look nice. It's not going to be at the caliber of a professional photographer taking my portrait, like, I understand that, but I have a camera, a tripod. I am a photographer. So even though I don't do portrait photography for a living or whatever, like, I know how to set up a good shot. And I think that I could take something that will work until I'm able to find a photographer to work with. All I need is 2 or 3 clients, and I could potentially pay a photographer to take photos of me. So that is for tomorrow brain. That is for tomorrow brain. I will say, last night around 1 a.m. I was lying there. I could not get to sleep. My brain would not shut off. I did get some clarity. I got an idea for a new lead magnet, and then I got some clarity on what I want my big workbook to be. And I even got a name for it. So that was good. As awesome as that was, though, I would rather go to sleep earlier tonight and have the ideas tomorrow. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and call it a night, and I will see you in the morning. Hi! I cannot believe it. I got up at 8:30. I woke up at 8, actually a few minutes before, even without my alarm. And I lay there, snuggled Desi, and then I was like, yep, okay, it's time. I just got up and I had breakfast. And so now it's 10:30. So my typical 2 hours from when I get up to when I'm actually like online holds true. I've already done my journaling, my meditation, my daily pages in Artist of Life, and my Gabby app challenge stuff. So yay! And as you can see, I am wearing some spiffy clothes. Oh, hi, Des. She wanted to say hey. More like she wants my attention. But anyway, I've also fixed my hair, but I didn't feel like blow drying it, so the gel is making it really flat. I need to just go up and like brush it out once it's fully dry. I'm gonna pull out my digital SLR and make sure I have some charged batteries, find my tripod, and attempt to take some brand photos. So I'm going to keep it really short right now because I want to try to get that done. Hopefully, fingers crossed, I can get some good ones. So, and there's a squirrel outside my window making a racket. So bye! I did it! I got my photos done. Aww. And I am so excited. You can see my light box and my tripod in the background here. It went so much better than I thought. I was able to figure out how to get some nice shots, and I am so excited. I'm going to use them for my like profile pictures everywhere and like on my website and socials. Like, oh my god, I'm so glad I tried it. I'm so glad. This little remote that I had gotten like 2 years ago ended up being invaluable. I did have to run to the grocery store for new batteries, but once I got that sorted, I was able to get some absolutely just impossible shots without it, basically. So, oh my gosh, I am beside myself. I'm so thrilled. And this is something that I could not have done without having put to rest the fear of being seen. And I'm seeing that now. And there are so many things just going on and like adding up right now to create progress and momentum. And I have so much gratitude right now. Like, I'm just like, I almost started crying when I started going through the photos and saw that they were actually good. I'm usually so critical of photos of myself, and this time I'm not. So, my tummy is growling like crazy, so I should go and make some dinner. I'll probably wrap up here. I am going to make dinner and then probably get right back to working on all of this. I need to get these photos added to my 9 grid. Like, there's quite a bit of stuff, so I'm going to be working late tonight. And I realized that I need to edit this vlog. I was going to be posting on Saturdays from now on, but this week I may just have to post on Sunday. We'll see. Like, I'm not going to stress. I'm not going to stress about it. Either Saturday or Sunday, you know? Either way, I'm still posting. And I'm still so grateful for those of you who are tuning in and hanging out with me. It means so much to share this journey with you. And as always, I hope that you are finding encouragement and inspiration. So, things are happening, guys. Things are happening, and I can't wait until next week. Until then, I hope you have the most amazing cozy time, and practice gratitude. Practice gratitude. That's my challenge for you until I see you again. So, stay cozy. Bye.